Sorry, guys, just getting this settled. Yeah, we back at it again, guys. Drinking my favorite drink. That good old ultralight. I hadn't had a drink in 2 weeks, so I was like, let me get one. Cause today's my only day off. I've been working 6 days a week, guys, grinding out, stacking them funds, just throwing that money in the bank, guys. But yeah, let's get on to talking about this J Rello situation. Ahmad Global, what up? You guys hear me loud and clear? I heard. You heard? I hope you hear me loud and clear. So, this is what I want to say, guys. With the J Rello situation, what we can learn out of all this and to avoid that situation. Now, I'm not going to be one of the guys that sit up here and bash J Rello and say, oh, he's wrong. He should know better. Because, guys, everybody's been in that situation when you've been overseas where you get into a situation with one of the locals, whether it's a female or male or whatever. Say if it's one of the females, they could be aggressive with you. They could do something you don't like. And sometimes your anger overpowers your judgment. So then you want to react. But that reaction can cost you in the long run. I've told this story before many times. Well, a couple of times when I was in Dominican Republic, Monte Cristi. The girl didn't like it that I left her and I didn't want to deal with her anymore. And she came to the bus station, grabbed me by the back of my pants, and wouldn't let me go. And then tried to grab my glasses and everything at the bus station. Now, when she grabbed my glasses at the bus station, I almost wanted to swing on her. But I had to think, guys, if I do that, that would cause a major reaction and consequences to my situation. The reason why I say this is because if I would have swung on her, the people see that, and then guess what? Oh, we got American guy beating on our women. You know what I mean? Jamies, what up? You hear me loud and clear, Jamies? Make sure it's right, it's tight. But yeah, I could have easily swung on her when she grabbed my glasses. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, it triggered me. When she grabbed my glasses, the thing, anybody puts their hands on your face, it's an automatic reaction to hit them, strike them, you know what I mean? And luckily, I did not do that. Appreciate you for coming in. Luckily, I didn't swing. I didn't hit her. I could have went left. I could have hit her, decked her. Then you guys, I wouldn't even probably made it back in the States. I'd probably still be in a Dominican jail cell by now. So I say this to say I understand, when you're frustrated overseas, when you're dealing with some of these women, they may piss you off. They may let you down. They might lie to you. Now, a lot of things I'm going to tell you guys, and one thing's for sure, two things for certain. The situation with the chick he had, she was a pro. And we already know how pros get down. Pros, mangoes, hookers, whatever you want to call them. They are professional liars, guys. They are professional liars. With that being said, if they are professional liars, their profession, meaning they're a pro, their profession is to sell you a dream so they could get that cream, if you know what I mean. So that's the thing you got to watch out. Oh, Brooklyn Prophet. I'm surprised to see you on here. You normally always taking shots at me. Nah, I ain't doing no apology. Oh, hell no. I'm mulatto. See, the difference between me and you is, Brooklyn Prophet, you one race, I'm multi races. We don't do no apologies over here, bruh. But nah, we ain't doing no apologies. Nah, bro, we ain't doing no apologies. I ain't do nothing, so I ain't apologize for nothing. And to be honest with you, I'm more so giving guys a way to avoid getting to the Rello situation. You know what I mean? Like, And not saying anything he did wrong, but you know, any one of us that, you know, somebody could lose their cool and something happens. You know what I mean? So you always, when you're overseas, you don't want to hit none of these women. I don't care. Here's the thing. People say Rello was wrong in saying, oh, Rello should have never hit that girl. Okay, guys, I'm going to put it plain and simple. You can't hit these women if they hit you back either. That's the thing you got to understand. In Brooklyn Prophet, I seen a couple people. I know one dude from Brooklyn. He was rough with a girl to kick her out of his room. That's one thing you don't want to do. You know what I mean? Can't do that Brooklyn style to all these women overseas like you do them in Brooklyn. Rello has anger issues. Well, listen. You know, at the end of the day, when you're overseas enjoying your time, you're not expecting to deal with any issues or lying or any confrontations. That's why it's weird to me when guys like, oh, Milano, are you in Sasua? We can meet up now. Like, I think one of the guys, Big Dollar, said that. He was like, yo, we can meet up in Sasua. Bro, I'm overseas to enjoy my time, not to be meeting up with you guys. You know what I mean? You trolls or you guys that got problems. Like, and I wasn't even in Sasua. That's how stupid he is. But he probably knew I was. He probably knew I was in Sasua. I was in San Domingo. But at the end of the day, nobody's really trying to get in confrontation or conflict overseas. So when that happens, it kind of lets you down, you know? And I think what he did was he felt like, you know, he felt like, you know, he was misled, you know what I mean? It cost him money, you know, and you know, I don't like liars like anybody else, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm not justifying him hitting her, but I mean, you shouldn't hit none of these women overseas. Even if they hit you, it's kind of hard for you to really hit them back because at the end of the day, you're a guest in that country. And at the end of the day, you're gonna be the one that's guilty, not them. You know. Um, Now he's looked at as the worst person in the world. And I remember a long time ago, and I'm not saying they don't have no justifiable reasons to be on the defense mode, kid greatness in Austin. But I told Rello before one of my videos, and he tried to bash me with TMI Santiago, who I'm cool with now, but he tried to say, "Oh man, you was talking junk to me," and I was like, "Bro, you didn't even look at the video. He never looked at the video I made about him. He only looked at the thumbnail." And I literally said, "You gotta watch out when you start growing your channel because people will turn on you." Look how quick Austin Holloman was quick to turn on Jay Rello. Now I understand he lives there. Austin Holloman lives there. I get it. But dude, you could at least try to reach out to dude at least to try to get this fixed. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, including Austin Holloman. Look at the situation in Brazil. You know, if people would have do him a straight like he did Jay Rello, he wouldn't have liked that. You know what I mean? So he should at least gave him like he should have gave him a chance to explain himself or at least try to correct things instead of just throwing them away to the wolves. You know what I mean? Let me see. He said they look like Fanta is '06. He could have gotten some action. He said he could have gotten some action. She just didn't want to do it in camera. Yeah, I mean, and the thing about it is, well, here's the thing. Shout out to Jay Rello. Shout out to NYC The Future. Hopefully Jay Rello doesn't go off the thumbnail and he actually knows it's not a diss video. But a lot of these guys, when they try to get the women on camera, especially NYC The Future, he has some trouble. The thing about with that is, a lot of times these females, these pros, these hookers are going to tell you whatever you want to hear just so they can get some money. You know what I mean? So they'll tell you what you want to hear. Oh yeah, baby, you could get me on camera, da da. Then when you get them in there, they start switching up. They call them pros for a reason. They're professional liars, right? So damn, Mama Global, your message got retract. What happened? But yeah, they call them professional liars for a reason, right? So with Jay Rello's situation and NYC the future situation, even though NYC the future situation is different from Rello's, I'm just talking about in general when they have these women overseas in the room. A lot of times, I hate to be the one to say it, but either one or two things you're gonna have to do. One, now this is how you say it. This is more ethical, right? You start filming them like when you used to tell them, "Oh yeah, you ready to go back to my spot and record." You record them right then and there. So if they start acting funny, you can be like, "Yo, you ain't getting no money, honey." You can start declining them to go over your house. Excuse me. I hate to say it. You record them right then and there. Record them right then and there. Prove you ain't lying. Record them right then and there. If they start acting funny when you record them, get rid of them. If they say they're gonna let you record at the house, start recording right there. See how comfortable they are with the camera. That's one thing you could do. That's the ethical way. Now we can go on to the old school Milano, cheapskate Jake way. That raw way that I would not advise a lot of people do, but creep camel. Secretly film them. You know what I mean? You might have to do that. That's the unethical way. But the ethical way might be better because then you won't have no confrontation. But you guys choose your poison and what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? All I know is that if you are an American citizen, you get in trouble in a third world country. If you don't pay, you are going to jail. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, not all the time. They said Austin Holloman gonna sing "Kill Him." Yeah, that's that BS, man. Austin Holloman ain't said nobody to get nobody, man. I think he was drunk and he was talking crazy. He was talking crazy to big homie Razor Rays too, but he was talking crazy about the whole situation. But here's the thing: I noticed one thing about Austin Holloman, guys. I noticed this about him. When Razor Rays said, "Yo, if you run into Rello, what would happen?" Yo, they automatically switched up like, "Yo, why you trying to start trouble?" You know what I mean? Like all that gang, all that tough talk. Like I'm gonna call police. I'm gonna snitch on you. When they said if you run into Rello, what you gonna do? They didn't have no answer for that. So highly doubt he's gonna sue the Boonie Bands. Fantasia from American Idol. Okay, I didn't get what you were saying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She did. She kind of do. Fantasia from American Idol. Yeah, Fantasia from Charlotte. I think Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy how this situation is really unfolding, and people are gonna still be talking about it for another week or so. O'Shada did two videos on this, bro. So this is gonna definitely pick up some steam. Now, there's good news and bad news to this, right? There's good news and bad news to this, guys. The good news is Rello is going to get some traction on his channel. Rello might actually double his subscribers just off that notoriety alone. He might just double his subscribers just off that notoriety alone. The bad news is if if he gets too much bad press, that Kenyan locals and officials might want to do something. They might want to get at him, and not in a good way. So that's the bad news on that. They saying, let me see. They saying he mad sus. I guess. Oh, okay. I don't know. But yeah, man. This situation, guys. This situation is getting hectic. My drinking date. Yeah, I mean, Rello is very entertaining. He's very entertaining for the masses. I don't watch too much of his stuff, but he entertains people how he does. I'll say this: I love Rello's intro, that music video when he raps. That song is fire, man. I think I only watch his videos just for that intro. That intro is fire. But I will say this. Rello needs to be careful because even though it's getting him publicity, he's becoming, well, he's already been a household name in travel space. Um, Now that he's getting known for that and his popularity is getting bigger, he needs to worry about if what Kendra, excuse me, not Ken, excuse me, what Kenya is going to do about it. Now, luckily for him, nothing's major's happened. But if this keeps getting press and bad press and keeps, you know, gaining traction, it could look bad for him, guys. It could look bad for him. He's been quite. Oh, let's see. He's been quiet. He's been mad quiet since his last live. I'm curious if he made it to the airport. He's been mad quiet since his last live. I'm curious if he made. Yeah, I don't think he's made it to the airport yet. I think he wants to keep doing lives there to keep riding the wave. But you got to be careful. What? They leaked his address too? Ooh, man. That's not good, man. That is not good. That is not good. I hope nothing major bad happens to him. But yeah. If it does, O'Shea's gonna do a video on it. But hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully he can get out of there safe, man. That's scary when they leak your address, man. That means they don't even care. I will continue. Let me see. I will continue to watch Rello, but I'm not doing my anymore. Me voy. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. At least you could do that. I don't expect you to donate anything. Damn, I only got 1 like on there. I can't get 10 likes. Jesus, 5 likes. Y'all cheap with the likes, man. This is a good live right here, man. I'm giving a whole non-biased reaction to this, man. He went to Joburg, I think. He went to Joburg. If he goes to Joburg, he'll be good. If he goes to Joburg, he'll be real good. He won't have to worry about nothing. If he goes to Joburg, he'll be good. But, yeah. If he's still in Kenya, that's not going to look good, man. That's not going to look good. He deleted his last live. Wow. Hey, what's up, Sir Winston C? Appreciate you. Yeah. Guys, whenever you're overseas, man, you got to understand one thing. You are a guest in these people's country. You are a guest in these people's country. You can't do what you want. I'm going to repeat this again. You can't do what you want. You can't go over and get mad at a female and smack around. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys, right? I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. When that chick grabbed me up and, whatever, and when she grabbed my glasses, believe it or not, as much as I wanted to sock her in the face or steal on her in the face, I couldn't. You know what's so crazy? A local Dominican could probably beat her behind. Well, not a local Dominican, but yeah, like a guy that may be her boyfriend, that's a Dominican, could probably beat her behind. And he'll get less reprimand than me. That's the crazy thing. But again, guys, the locals can do what they want with their own people. You can't do what you want with their own people. You know what I mean? You can't do what you want with their own people. You can't just sit up here and be like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, you can't. Because at the end of the day, if you feel like you're above that country will humble you. You know what I mean? And you gotta really, really be careful. Because when you're in that country, remember, you are American, but you're playing with their rules. As soon as you break their rules, they break you. Remember that. Always remember that, guys. When you're overseas, you're a guest in these people's country. You're a guest in their house. When I got grabbed up, the girl grabbed me. Look, the girl grabbed me by my belt, guys. Grabbed me like a little kid. Right? Grabbed me by my belt. Try to grab my glasses. When you're in that situation, you got to play the victim. You got to play the victim. Now, I'll say this. What he could have did, he could have just been more patient for her to get out. I know she was taking long, whatever. I'll be honest with you. When I'm trying to get somebody out of my house, well, not my house, trying to get somebody out of my apartment, hotel, whatever, right? I try to accommodate them, and I'm going to tell you why. People are going to think I'm crazy. Why are you trying to accommodate people, Milan? You a sucker. No, you accommodate because you want that person out. They would when they came to your house at first, they was a guest. You try to get rid of them like a mother freaking pest now. They're like roaches, rats, ants, and mice. You try to get rid of them. So whatever you can do to get rid of them, get them out. If you're talking trash to them, that's not going to have them rush quicker. If you're bashing them verbally, like, oh, you did this, you did. Listen, they know what they did. They know they lied. Do what you have to do to get them out of your space of comfort. Get them out of your area, because the quicker they're out of your area, the better it is for you. You can't sit up here and be bashing them while they're still in your place, because they'll take longer and longer because they don't care. They have time. You want them out as quick as possible. If you want them to accommodate you, you have to be on your best. I don't want to say best behavior, but you don't want to antagonize them. You don't want to bash them when they're trying to get their stuff. You don't want to do none of that. Sorry. You don't want to do that. You see, guys, I lost all this weight. Look at this. This used to be fit me. Now this is loose as a goose. But yeah, you don't want to be antagonizing them when you're trying to get them out of your place. Oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. They know what they didn't do. They know they lied. Once you tell them like once or twice that they lied, they understand it. They already knew from the get-go what they did. Get her out. I hate to say this as much as I'm cheapskate Jake, and I really don't want to give no mother effing breaks. I have to admit, you have to just give her the freaking money if you want her to get out. And if you already gave her the money, because I heard he went to a brothel, then that's just even better. Now, if you went to a brothel I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If you went to a brothel, bro, why are you complaining? Get her out of there. When you come back, complain. Tell them you ain't gonna deal with them no more. You ain't they ain't gonna give never. Excuse me. They ain't gonna never get none of your money, and they gonna probably reprimand her, bro. Cause they gonna say, cause if you say, yo, I asked her, can I record her when we were going? She said yes. She agreed to this, and then she lied to me. I didn't record her without permission. She gave me permission to record, and then she went on her word. Then they'll get on her because she was supposed to be honest. If she didn't want to record at the first and you still try to record her, that's on you. But if she said she was going to get recorded and then she goes back and says, oh, I don't want to be recorded, that's on her. See, a brothel, you can work better with that. Now, a streetwalker or whatever, it's a whole different ball game. You're going to have to get them out of your place, man. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to kind of be more lenient and less attitude-ish. Let's see. Let me see what he's saying. I don't believe he hit her. I think he was clapping the wall or table to hurry her up to go. Yeah, you never know. Tripping with Jay, man. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Haven't seen you in a bit. Your big homie QB Papaw flexing left the space, man. So now you gotta watch my videos instead. I'm streaming about the same thing as we speak, brother. Wow. Yeah, man. I mean, I appreciate you for checking me out because you could have, just watch your own stuff and not even check my stuff out. But I appreciate you. What he said. Yeah, pay her to leave. Exactly, man. Because here's the thing. You sit up here and try to keep her along there. Like, you gotta understand, you want her out as quick as possible. You're irritated, she didn't promise you it. You don't want to do nothing else with her. Get her the hell out. She just, because here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what you need to realize. Shout out to you, Quad God Beat Machine. Appreciate you for the super chat. One thing you guys gotta understand, right? If you're trying to get her out of there, you can't be bashing her because you want to get her on gone. So if homegirls getting her stuff, I'm like, okay, is there anything you want? And you think I'm being on my best behavior. I'm telling, yo, I'm home. Even though I'm pissed on homegirl, I'm like, yo, you got your stuff. Yo, I got a water. You want to bring a water with you? I'm trying to be on my best behavior. People may look at me as a sucker, a simp. Guess what? I'm trying to get her the hell out of my spot. I'm trying to get her the hell out. I don't care. So whatever it takes to get her out of my place, I do what I have to do, man. You know what I mean? When you traveling again, we're gonna see, man. I'm actually supposed to take a trip with my family next week to Myrtle Beach. So I'll be missing for like a week or so from work. But we'll see. I might do Sasua in November or something. Or I might just wait and do Brazil next year, man. I really want to go back to Brazil, guys. DR is easy and quick, but man, I really miss Brazil, man. Man, when I go to Brazil, I am so happy, bro. When I go to DR, it's like, it's okay, but Brazil is another level, man. Brazil is another level. So I'm looking to I'm going to be working 6 days a week to stack up my funds so I can hopefully go to Brazil. Probably, I would love to go to Brazil in not January, December. Because I know there ain't nothing going on. Well, I mean nothing going on. I mean, it's not going to be, how do you say it? It's not going to be expensive. Now, I do want to go to the carnival, but I might do the carnival next year. But I definitely want to go to Brazil like December. If worst case scenario, I'll wait till March. I don't care. Nah, that too much to do. Cut your loss and keep it pushing. That's too much to do. I mean, hey man, I'm just trying to get her gone. The best thing you could do is make her feel comfortable about leaving. She started feeling uncomfortable about leaving, then she's gonna be taking her time. She's gonna probably ask for more money. Listen, if I could offer her water and stuff like that to make it look like I'm sincerely how do you say it? I'm not sincerely mad at her. It is what it is. I'm more chill. That's even better. But a lot of guys be asking me to go to Africa, and I'm like, I don't know. My best friend that put me on the DR, he was like, man, there's a lot of HIV out there, man. So that's why I haven't really been jumping over there. But that might be a trip I can make. You know what I'm saying? Knocking these things down like a fish, guys. It's on my only day off, so figure I'd get a little couple of drinks. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You guys gotta be really careful when you're overseas. Um, Jay Rello, I'm not gonna lie. If that was Brazil, they would have been got him out of there. I'm just gonna be honest. Jay Rello can't do that in Brazil. I'm not trying to take no shots at Jay Rello. I don't have nothing against him. I'm just gonna be honest. Jay Rello could not do that in Brazil. He couldn't. He couldn't. Now I'll say this: in Brazil, they probably would have been down to do something on camera. Because girls are really freaky. But yeah, you know. Hold on, what's it? Let me see. Do you know it? I always wear Crocs when I travel, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Jamie's. I always wear Crocs when I travel. They're actually comfortable, man. Like, cause listen, here's the thing. This is what brothers gotta understand. When you're going overseas, I know you guys want to be the best dressed to impress, be top of line, get something fine so you can wine and dine, whatever, right? Whether you tricking or game spin, I'm not judging. I don't care what you do. Excuse me. When you're overseas, it is what it is, right? Right? Excuse me. But at the end of the day, wearing some Air Force Ones, some Jordans, whatever, is not going to impress these women if you're uncomfortable. You want to be comfortable, man. Like, you see these, like, these are very comfortable. Now, of course, you will slip and fall and bust it behind if it's really wet at the bottom. That's why you need the original ones. I got the original ones, but these are really comfortable for if you're walking long periods of time, man. So they're really comfortable. That's what I go for, comfort. I don't really care about the style and stuff like that. And then it matches the blue. You know what I'm saying? This matches the blue shirt. You know what I mean? But you gotta go simple, man. Like I was curious. I was shocked when NYC the Future with that hoodie in Santo Domingo. I'm like, bro, you must be sweating your freaking balls off. You must be sweating your freaking balls off. Jesus Christ. Quad God Beat Machine, I appreciate you. Triple J, yeah, that's crazy, right? Moonwalker. When you traveling, oh yeah, yeah. Jamie's, I still wear Crocs. I'm going to the zoo for Halloween, but I'm nervous. Haven't been hearing anything promising. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing with Sasua. It's gonna be, oh my god, like you're gonna have to really go by the Paradise Life with their parties and stuff with that, man. Like I don't know if you're already linked up with Paradise Life and the tickets and everything, but yeah, you know, you're gonna have to go by them with that because that's the only way the Halloween's gonna be real nice. Me, I'll probably if I was to go to Sasua, I'd probably go off. Me, this is me. Now I'm not telling you what to do, but me, I probably if I'm gonna travel, I'm probably gonna go off the season of Sasua. I'm not even going November. And that's because already know how to move. Like I wouldn't go. I'll probably stay in Puerto Plata, and I'd probably visit to Sasua for a couple times. Or if I do Sasua, I might do like 5 days or 4 days or whatever. Do 2 days in Sasua, 2 days in Puerto Plata, whatever. You know what I mean? I really need to go back to La Vega, man. I'm not gonna lie, La Vega. I think they told me I went at the wrong time, man. With La Vega. Quad God Machine said them Crocs is ugly as fuck. Don't be picking at my Crocs. What kind of those do you wear true to size or you wear size now? Oh, I wear 11, so that's my size, man. It yeah, I wear size 11. That's the comfort way. Um but yeah, I'll show you another kind. Now, this is the ones you want to wear if it's rain outside. You know what I mean? These are original ones, the OG ones. I said these are good. You see the pattern right there. You see that right there. If you see like the grip at the bottom, right? So you see the grip at the bottom, right? Look at these black ones, right? Look at that. There's no grip at the bottom. So that's why when it rains, you could slide and bust your behind. But these are pretty good. These will get you right. These will, if it's raining, you could wear those. But I like either or. Like I said, I'm big on Crocs. I probably need to invest in some stocks in Crocs. I'll be honest with you, but I've been trying to stack up. You know what I mean? How does La Vega different from San Domingo? Regular chickens, I mean, there's a lot of regular chicks in not San Domingo in La Vega, so you need to be staying there. I'm not gonna lie, La Vega, excuse me, you need to be staying there. I would say at least try to do 2 to 3 weeks if you want to get a regular chick, so it gives you enough time, right? Like if I was gonna do it, I ain't gonna lie, I would probably stay in La Vega for a whole month. And I know it sounds crazy. I definitely, guys, I'm gonna be honest, I would stay in that crappy hotel ever again. Listen, I know people want to roast me. People, oh, why would you stay in that crappy hotel? You filmed in shorts. Listen, I'll experiment. I'll never stay in that crappy crap again, bro. I'll never stay there. I'll definitely get something better. But there was a chick I bagged and I was talking to in La Vega. So you can actually get a decent female La Vega. You just have to put in the time, man, because you know, you just have to put in time. I seen one of these other chicks that used to be at Blackbeard's with her boyfriend, and she has a boyfriend and stuff now. But yeah, man, it's it's crazy. Blackbeard's Resort or the mansion? Man, if I sells this, okay, so the mansion still exists, Andrew. I'll say it's crazy because my boy that's Haitian, he likes Blackbeards, right? He's diehard Blackbeards, right? He loves Blackbeards. He's like, yo, sorry. He's like, Blackbeards, I love Blackbeards. The mansion sucks. I would go to a mansion though. Let me tell you why. In Blackbeards, you're getting Dominican women, right? Mansion, I had a Colombian and Vietnamese chick, bro. That was freaking awesome, man. That was awesome. But I will say this. If y'all about the women, I would do, if you all about looks and getting the baddest chicks, hands down, the mansion. If you want to enjoy your stay without have to be have headaches, I would do Blackbeards. Like, I think even next time I go, I might just do Blackbeards. You know what I mean? Because there's a flat rate for the price. And, you know what I mean? It's a flat rate for the price. And, excuse me, I had a lot of fun there. You know what I mean? Blackbeards actually has a lot to offer, man. They got a whole pool there. Um, One of my buddies that he retired already, he was out there. He was like, "Oh man, the girls ain't all that," but I saw some good talent, man, in Blackbeards, man. I saw some really good talent. You know what I mean? Really good talent. Really good talent. Blackbeard's probably be a best option to go to. Me personally, I would personally rent a hotel because I know the hotel person there. Rent, not a hotel, I'm sorry. I'm lying. Rent an apartment by Costa Bar. That way I have the fruits at my beckoning. Let me tell you this. When you're staying at a hotel in Costa Bar, I mean not hotel. Sorry. Again, I'm tripping. Sorry. It's this goddamn drink. I haven't been drinking in 2, 3 weeks, so um if you're staying at an apartment in anywhere in DR, if you have an apartment, that gives you a plus up, right? So I was getting a lot of non-pros um come through my spot. Well, not a lot. Let me say like a little handful. I'm not gonna say a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But I was getting a couple of I would say a couple of non-pros. But when you have an apartment, it really looks good for you. Like the women want to come over or whatever. So I could see in San Domingo, if you have an apartment, it's a lot easier to get the women there. Because I had a hotel, it might have put a rough edge on my situation. You know what I mean? Does the mansion have a website, a way to book a direct trip? Definitely all about the baddest. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, they should have a website on the thing, man. It should, if you look up the mansion, it should have it on there, Medellin. Um, I had the number and everything. I don't know if I did the. I don't know. If worst case scenario, if you want for you, I'll post to my community page. Once I get off, I'll post to my community page. I have a short with their number and their card and everything. And if I don't have the video up, I'll post it up as my recent video. Excuse me. That's what I'll do for you. So make sure you subscribe so you can get the notifications. I appreciate you, Kasapov, the God of War. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You've been a long time supporter. I'm so paranoid. I need the chick to leave after a few come dump round. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I got caught slipping in the past, and I posted videos about it. And you gotta really be careful, because some of these they will. The thing about it is there's a couple chicks about, oh, well, let's do a three-way. Let's do a three-way. I'm really skeptical on that, because usually a three-way is really a one-way. And when I mean a one-way is you going through that chick and the other chick getting paid. So usually the chick that doesn't mind getting smashed will be the one out there getting smashed, but you're paying for a two-way, but you're getting a one-way. The other chick ain't doing that. I haven't drunk alcohol in 2 weeks, man. Oh my God. We lit out here. See, unlike Razor Rays, I can't drink every day like him. I gotta do it every 2 weeks. And guys, yes, I'm back at the pizza shop, working 6 days a week. Domino's, shout out to Domino's. I haven't even been eating pizzas like that too. I'll eat pizza like once every week, or maybe every other week. Actually, the last time I ate pizza was like I waited 2 weeks to eat a pizza. So a lot of times, if I don't eat a sandwich, which the bread is bad for you, I'll just smash a salad out. You know what I mean? I'll make my own salad. I'll do the spinach, onions, green peppers, banana peppers, jalapenos, and I'll put that with some a little light dressing. I'll eat that and I'll be good to go. And then when I'm going home, the only thing is I eat late at night. I might eat like a grilled chicken sandwich or a grilled chicken with cheese and jalapenos. You know what I mean? But yeah, try to stay away from that pizza. That pizza will definitely blow you up. I appreciate you, Andrew. Oh, you haven't seen my videos? I've been out and about, man. I've been out and about. Last year I was in Brazil. Last year I was in Brazil for 3 months, man. 3 months. Then I was in Dominican Republic for probably 3 to 4 months. I was hanging out with NYC The Future, chilling with TMI Santiago, hanging out with Strictly Travel. I was with everybody. That's why these guys hate me, because they ain't me. Premium, never regular, only premium. Mr. Primo, out of here. He ain't doing YouTube no more. He's like, man, I'm tired of this. All these guys are giving Milano too much props. I gotta get the hell out of here. But yeah, definitely, guys, I will say this. When you are overseas, you definitely don't want to put yourself at harm's way. You don't want to make it worse than what it is. Um, You see, NYC is lost as ever. He needs a yeah. And speaking of NYC of Future, he hit me up recently. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, that dog one. But you know, you guys know I don't drink like that. So my body's like, what the hell? He NYC the Future hit me up. I think yesterday or today. Sorry about that. And he was like, "Yo, are you going to DR?" And I was like, "Yo, I don't know because I mean, I do want to go back to DR, but DR is easy to go to. That's why I don't want to go back to it. But my heart is still with Brazil, man. Like even if I go to DR like October, I'm definitely gonna be planning to go to Brazil in March, man. I actually want to check out Asia, but for next year too. So that's why I've been holding out because I'm like, man, if I want to go to Asia next year, I'm gonna have to quit those two trips all in one. I'm gonna have to quit um DR and Brazil. But I was like, yo, I could probably go to Tijuana for a quick trip. And my videos do go fire with Tijuana. But yeah, he's actually. I think he wants me to meet up with him in DR. But it's just like, man, you took my. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys because it's my own channel. I can say what I want. When you take my wrench and I didn't do nothing, and you listen to somebody that didn't have your best interest heart, like Caribbean Casanova, it's like, bro, what do you want me to do? You want me to meet up with you in DR and you took my wrench and now you want to listen to Caribbean? Because guess what? When you're with me, Caribbean Casanova is going to be trying to dictate a lot of stuff. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Caribbean Casanova ain't trying to meet up with me and fight or do anything. So I'm just like, I'm done. I just left him alone, man. So I was just like, yo, you got to do it on your own, man. Like, you know what I mean? I can't be holding people's hands and show them around DR, getting popping, and have to deal with all this drama, bro. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make no sense. Like, why? You know what I mean? But shout out to him. You know, he's still my boy, but it's just like, I just don't want to deal with all that drama, man. Like, I think Bando got mad at me one time, and he was like, yo, he was like, oh, that says something to me, and he was talking crazy, and I'm like, man, I ain't got time to be dealing with these guys, man. Bando ain't trying to see me with them hands, though. Bando, let's set up $500. Let's get in that boxing ring, Bando. But you ain't gonna do it. You gonna run just like CC. On dead dogs. But yeah, I ain't trying to beef with none of these guys, man. These guys, they be talking all this trash and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to let them do them and get away from them. Like, these guys got a lot of issues. So and nothing against NYC the Future, but it's like, yo, the guys that don't like you try to treat me like you, and I'm just not gonna back down like that, man. I'm sorry. I know he's a nice guy. He ain't about violence, but yo, I'm gonna say this on record, and I don't care who records it. Bando, all that shit you saying, you ain't gonna say that in my face, bro. On dead dogs, I swear to God. On MS-13, nigga. You from Honduras, you already know what I'm talking about, right? Right, blood? But, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy my life and travel, man. I'm not trying to be sit up here dealing with idiots and all this other stuff, man. It's just too much. It just doesn't even make no sense. But at the end of the day, you know, the universe will will work itself out. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. Like I said, man, if you want to avoid that Rello effect, don't put your hands on the chick. Whether she hits you or not, definitely try to get her out. Don't say anything derogatory to her. That's how you'll win overseas, man. Excuse me. That's how you'll win overseas. Because getting aggressive with these chicks overseas is not gonna help you. I'm just being honest. It's not gonna help you. But at the end of the day, you're your own man. You do what you want. Let's see what he's saying. Putting hands on women is weak, and especially a pro. Yeah, I get it, but I don't get it. I get what you're saying. You don't want to put your hands on a pro or a female, any female. But you know, people snap. You know what I mean? What might not get me mad might get you mad. What might not get you mad or me mad might get somebody else mad. You never know what will make people snap. You never know. You just have to be on your guard when you're overseas. And when I mean be on your guard, you can't let these Americanized emotions get the best of you. You take this American mindset and you bring it overseas, you will get eaten up alive. That's my advice for you guys for the Rello, to avoid the Rello effect, man. This ain't the first time he did that either. Yeah, you know, he's gonna do what he wants. At the end of the day, guys, all I can tell you is I appreciate it. 11 people in Bill, 11 thumbs up. I appreciate it. Than uh, I'm happier than a spider with some insects in my webs. You know what I mean? Listen, but yeah, I will say this. Just make sure you guys watch out when you're overseas. If these girls lie, don't put your hands on them. If they put your hands on you, I say this: when they put their hands on you, act like you're the victim. People ain't say, Milan, you a punk, you a scrub, you a sop. Listen, when you're going against a woman overseas, you gotta make like you're the most weakest person ever. And I say this to say because if you don't, then you start trying to be aggressive toward them, it's not gonna work in your favor. That country will denounce you, will get you out of there, and might tighten your ass up. You know what I mean? So you definitely can't be going here trying to be tough, beating these women up and stuff like that. No matter even if the locals do it. You can't do what the locals do. Remember that. It's your boy Milano back at again with another live. Like, subscribe, share, comment, holla.